race 2. In P1 we got Jordan Fimple, Andy Janicek, Tony Lukowski. I'm in P4. Then we've got Mark Lozanecki and Kyle Steinkamp. Mark and Kyle are both behind me. And we are gearing up for green. I'm staying back just a little bit. Maybe I can tuck around and see the green flag. I don't have a radio this weekend, and we are green. Go, go, go. Stay behind Andy. Tuck over to the inside. This is my preferred line. Carry it around. 944s are on my tail. This inside setup is my preferred line, so I can keep the cars from passing me. Tuck to the inside, throttle out. Man, Jordan, Tony, and Andy are all pulling away. Stay heavy on the throttle. Slight lift. Look for the curbing. Back on the throttle. Brake. 944 is up the inside and he spins out. That was really close. Back on it, back to business. Carry it around turn 8. Don't let the back end slide out. The 3 front runners really carry some serious pace here. Not the best line through turn 10. I wasn't able to get on the throttle until much later. Up and over. My tires are also cold, so I'm being a little bit hesitant around these sharp turns. Flat out through this section, right at the kink, lift, down to 5th, back on the throttle. A little slick here. It's just cold tires. Losing sight of Andy. Dive to the center. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. When I see the curbing, straighten it out. On the throttle. Quick brake. Carry as much throttle as I can without sliding out. Keep it tight till after the apex. Late apex here. That didn't help. About 4 miles per hour slower because of that missed shift. We've got plans for the shifter, I promise. Braking to turn 1. Going into turn 2, brake at the 2. Look right, turn right. Good apex. Track out to the left. Hit that curbing. Track right, hit the right inside curbing. As I come up here for this big right-hand sweeper, I'm looking to maintain my speed above 90. Dive in here to turn 6. Stay tight on turn 7. Set up turn 8, this left-hander here. A little further out than I prefer to be. Stay close to the curbing. Keep it straight. Back on the throttle as soon as possible. Go. Stay to the left. Quick lift. Up and over. Pretty happy with that. We'll see where we are with my top speed at the end of this straight. I should be pushing close to 108, 109. Ideally, I'm at about 110. There's the 108. Working on carrying speed through this right-hander. Maintain momentum with a quick brake. Dive in a turn, 17 and 18. Straight down. Keeping an eye on the 944s behind me. Let's see if we can get this section better. Much better, much better. It's starting to rain. It's starting to rain. That means slick track. I don't want to lose traction here. Most important thing is to bring the car home. I get passed by a 944. Cutting in, taking my line. Oh, I got hit. Looks like he was able to recover back there. With this rain, I haven't driven in the rain here at NCM in 2 years. I don't know what the, and I'm on slicks, I'm not on rain tires. So I really need to be careful. It's starting to rain harder here. It's really easy to lose grip in the rain, just like that. Came out wide to avoid that curbing. Yeah, I really am just thinking about protecting the car. I don't want to lose my place. I'm not going to catch P3, so kind of balancing the risk here. I see you back there. Just in case that 944 wants to pass, I'm just letting them know that I see him. If there are any slick spots on this track, I have no idea where they are, but you know, in particular, I'm watching out for these turns, taking them a bit slower. If I'm normally driving at 10 tenths, I'm probably down to about 7 tenths. So I expect to have slower lap times. It's all about keeping it on track right now. I do see Mark back there behind the 944, so I need to at least carry pace to keep him from passing. Alright, breathe, relax a little bit. Back up the braking zone just a little bit. Also be mindful that if there are any slick spots, not only do I need to be mindful of the turns, but I need to be mindful of the curbing, because that painted curbing does get slick in the rain. And as the wheels are loaded up and we're on the curbs, especially these outside curbs, we need to be really careful that we don't slide out. On the straights, I'm going to hammer down. Lift a little bit earlier. Carry speed. So far, the safe driving is working. I am noticing a few slick spots here with these slick race tires. Our race tires have 0 tread, right? So there's nowhere for the water to channel through if there is any. So even though it's not actively raining right now, I do know the track is damp, so I need to be mindful of that. It also seems like some of the faster cars, They may have slowed down, but I can't tell. I mean, they are really, really pushing. So they either know the track, or maybe there's more grip out here than what I'm aware of. So my slow pace has really reeled this 944 in. So they're gonna go ahead and get past me here. Mark is right behind me. I'm not gonna let him by. So I expect to pull up here, and then the plan is to pull away from Mark. I need a little bit more cushion than this. Even though Mark's car is lower on horsepower, he can still drive, and he is still a threat. Civic is going by. Oh no, I missed a shift. Mark's still pretty close. We got Spec Miatas coming through. John Allen and Chris Finnegan, they're the leaders in Spec Miata right now. And I went wide. I tried to avoid the curbing so that I didn't lose control. It was better to save the car. I don't know what's going to happen if I hit those curbs. Mark got by. Mark got by. Alright, mission pass Mark. He's doing a great job carrying speed here. He doesn't seem to be fazed by the dampness on the track. So at the very least, I'm going to try to keep pace with him. But I'm also looking to set him up for the pass. At the speeds that I'm going, I'm not actually that much faster than him. So I need to really be thoughtful about how I set up the pass and where. Yeah, it is slick. It's definitely slick out here. It's not really bad, but there's just enough that any of these moments could take me by surprise. I could lose control, so I'm still being cautious. Mark's doing a great job keeping pace. Getting a little closer to him here on this turn. If I can get in here, keep this section clean all the way up through the S's, maybe I can close the distance on the French straight and make a pass before turn 1. More Spec Miatas are coming up behind me. Just focus on the line. I lifted a little because I'm not sliding into that wall. Alright, how can I use this traffic to set Mark up? If the Spec Miata goes past Mark, I'm going to look for an opportunity to get by him. Got a few more. Mark's pulling away with this traffic. Still looking for these opportunities. These are all opportunities for a potential pit coming up. On it. I've got the pace. If we can get by before turn 5, we'll be able to make it happen. I don't know what these guys are going to do, and I'm considering the conditions, so I did back off a little bit. Not that they don't know what they're doing, I just don't know the line that they're going to take, and is it really worth it, right? Again, because if my car survives, that's more racing we get to do. If I take too much of a risk at my level, at least a level of comfort that I'm at right now, there we go, there's the opportunity. And I got by, but he's still on my right. Man, way to stay in it, Mark. Way to stay in it. I had the spot for a moment, but he also had more speed and momentum to carry him forward. So we're going to try it again, see where the next opportunity brings us. I've got the speed on him. I can see him closing the distance. Hopefully I can get there before we get up to the left-hander. And there it is. Got it done, got it done. All I have to do is just maintain this lead. I'm being mindful also of this 944, which sometimes it's at pace, sometimes it's going a little bit slower, but it could represent an opportunity for Mark to take a pick or make a pick on me. So I'm going to get around this 944. And that's it. It's in the bag. There's the checkered flag. So I finish here in P4 out of 6. Feeling pretty good about that race. Thanks for watching.